Okay. Now suppose you are the captain of your football team
Yes, sir.
and one of your forward player is playing a selfish game and is not passing the ball. What will you do? And he is your favorite, he is your most important player in your team. So what will you do?
So the best way is to make him realize that individual goal is not so important when it comes to playing for a team, especially in football. No individual is bigger than the team, and that I will tell him that if he's plays with the team and if he's in that way, the team will also improve, and only then he will get recognition from the other people and among the fans that he is helping team in that way. So I think for scoring goals also, like you have said, forward, the main work of a forward is to score goals. So for scoring goals, you need a proper team, and with teamwork, I'm sure that I can tell him that he will score even more goals as compared to playing selfish games, and he'll get recognition, which is very important for a forward, and it will also help the team and will establish its importance.
Okay. And suppose if he still doesn't listen to you and he still continue playing the same, so what will you do?
Sir, if this is the case, I would rather start him from bench so that he can come after, like when we are just having 15 to 30 minutes left in the game, because that
No, no,
time
he is, no, you are in the middle of a game. Now in the middle of a game, he is doing this. So what will you do? And
okay,
he's
sir.
not listening to you.
So in that way, sir, if we are I'll say ki I'll ask the other players to create chances for him, and I'll ask him to go for a play for the positions where he can get the passes properly, so that he can function as a proper striker, where he does not need to pass that much, and the only thing he has to do is to shoot the ball. So I'll tell him to go to the places, go to the such positions where he can get the ball easily and help the team in that way. Because it is a common trait among a lot of forwards to play very selfishly, and that is sometimes understandable also.
Okay. So you will not replace him?
So as you say that he is a very important player, and replacing him would some may affect the morale of the team negatively. And since he is the best player, so we can use him for exclusively for the goal scoring purpose, where the rest of the team can create chances for him. That way, it is a win-win situations for everyone. He gets to
And
play the.
suppose your other players are not able to create chances for him, then what?
So if this is the case, then I'll have to replace him with a more creative player or a more out and out striker. In that way, like the team can improve, because ultimately the more important thing is to make the team win the game. So we have to take decisions for the team in that regard.
Okay. Okay. Now, well, suppose you tell me about some of the things that you like to do for the fun and the recreational outside your working place. How would you keep yourself physically fit and to what extent you are financially stable?
So when it comes to the recreational things, I prefer going out with my friends for parties and movies, and spending time with my magazine, because since it's an art-based magazine, looking at the artworks and reading the poems of the contributors makes me feel good, and it's the best way of recreating myself. Apart from that, to keep myself physically fit, I have started running every day, and in weekends I play football when there are sufficient number of players. And when it comes to financial stability, since most of my like a large part of my pocket money comes from my father, so I do not generally face any financial issues, and I try best from my side to save as much money as possible.
Okay. When was the last time when you went out for a movie and which was the movie?
Sir, the last movie I watched was 83. I think a couple of days before New Year celebrations. I watched the
Which
83
movie?
movie. 83 movie, sir.
Okay.
Starring Ranbir Kapoor.
And,
Ranbir
and
Singh.
what was the What was the takeaway from that movie?
Sir, I think this was the best movie I watched on theater, and that every Indian should watch this movie because of the way they portrayed the 1983 World Cup, and the patriotism and nationalism was something which everyone should watch, and it will inspire people to do something for our country, not only like in the field of sports, but also in different fields. Because whenever we see our flag getting hoisted in the international platform, I don't think there is any better feeling in the world at that time. Like the case of Neeraj Chopra when our flag was being hosted during the medal ceremony. I think for every Indian that is the best moment of their life.
Okay. So, do you read newspaper?
Yes, sir, I read newspapers.
Which newspaper do you read?
Sir, I read the Hindu till the time I am in Ludhiana.
Okay. Why only Hindu? Why not Times of India?
So when it comes to the Hindu, I like the way they publish things, and also the Hindu has a section of editorials where we can read views of common people like you and me. And also, sir, the Hindu is recommended by everyone when it comes to preparing for like entrance exams.
Okay. So all these things which you don't get in Times of India?
Sir, I one thing which I lacked in Times of India, I had Times of India in 2013 and 14. So there we lacked this thing that edit letter to editors wala column. So there we cannot go through the views of particular people like for of the common man. So that's why I prefer the Hindu after that. Since then,
Okay. Now tell me what all extracurricular activities you have participated and to what level?
sir, I have been a in college life. I have been a part of independent college student union. So there we have organized Engineers Day events in the like 3 years, and I have personally hosted the quiz competition many times. And apart from that, I have been an active member when it comes to creative side, for example, writing and artwork. I have been the university magazine editor, and I was the first student from my college to do so, and first non-Punjabi in my university to be the magazine editor of the university. Apart from that, we have I have organized many different writing level competitions. And when it comes to Youth Fest, I won the, as I said earlier, I won the creative writing competition. And also in the most recent Youth Fest competition, I led the literary events of my team, and motivated each and every person and trained them personally for the competitions. So these were the ways I was active in co-curricular activities in college life. When it comes to school life, sir, I was mostly involved in playing football and some small competitions like writing competitions and others. And I have also served as a vice head boy briefly during that time and helped in editing the magazine